With graduation coming up, the class of 2026 is entering a tough job market. Hiring has slowed down, and not just for entry-level roles. According to LinkedIn, data shows hiring is down 20 to 35% compared to pre-pandemic levels, and the hiring rate for entry-level roles declined about 6% year over year between December of 2026 and February of 2026. But it's not all bad. There are recent graduates that are successfully navigating this complicated job market. And here to help us and give us some tips on how to break into the workforce, Andrew Seaman. He's the editor-at-large for jobs and career development at LinkedIn. Andrew, I'm so happy you're here to talk to us about this.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so for someone who is going to graduate soon, looking to jump into the job market, what are the best ways to stand out and get your resume seen?
Yeah, so the biggest one is to make sure that you're activating your network. And we know that about 44% of recent graduates say, listen, I don't have the right network. But that's not true. You have professors, you have classmates, you have, friends of your parents. So activate the people that you already know, reach out to people, ask them for informational interviews, and then bring some energy to it. Because really what we're hearing from employers is that they're not expecting you to come ready-made for, a new job. They're expecting to train you. So bring the enthusiasm, be adaptable, so that way you could grow with roles. And I think those are two of the main points that you need to really showcase yourself.
That's great advice, Andrew. Having a network, as you mentioned, can go a long way. Let's say you have a limited network beyond the people that you just mentioned. What are some things to add to that network, or even reach out cold to people that you don't know?
I think the main thing is use your genuine interests. So find people who you think, wow, they have a really interesting job. And that will take you so far because you're not going to be going through the motions of hey, can I have a referral or something like that? You're actually saying, this is fantastic. Let's dive deeper. I want to know about your day-to-day life. So, follow your genuine interest and then also ask the people you know for introductions to people who they think will be able to help you.
Is there a key word or a way that you should phrase that initial reach out that tends to be more successful than something else?
Yes, always be focused on learning. Don't ask for jobs, don't ask for referrals right away, because that's just always awkward. But people will give you information and they will say, hey, listen, I'm really willing to help you. You're a recent graduate, you're trying to learn. So focus on learning and not on, can you give me a job?
Yeah, I do. That's so important. Should you do it for free? Should you offer to come in for a summer session or a couple of months?
No.
No. Okay.
I would definitely recommend that people get paid for the work that they do. But obviously, you could talk to people, do informational interviews and see what their day-to-day is like. And you could always offer to do contract work for them.
Oh, that's good. That's great. I like working hourly.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the career fields that are really exploding right now where you're seeing a lot of growth.
Yeah. So we're seeing across the spectrum. So we obviously have new roles, which are AI engineer, machine learning engineer. But we're also seeing those ways where you're starting to grow. So HR specialists, marketing coordinators, we have legal specialists in there, business development representatives. So really, wherever you are, if you're in a super technical field and you want to be in a newer space, or you want to do more traditional business operations, they're all up there.
I know that LinkedIn also looks at cities too. So if someone wants a really fresh start, where are the cities that you found that are really hiring?
Interestingly, obviously San Francisco and Seattle are there because they are still tech hubs.
High cost of living in those cities.
Yes. So a lot of new grads are looking elsewhere, and especially the Southeast is what we're seeing. We're seeing Orlando, Nashville, Atlanta, Charleston, Tampa's up there. And then we have Salt Lake City. So a lot of times, it's warmer weather, lower cost of living, and then also people want to get outside. So we actually hear that a lot from Gen Z.
Fantastic. Andrew Seaman, such great practical advice for us today and for these new grads. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks so much, Vicky.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.